And so another stock that I'm looking at is a company called Allogene Therapeutics. You can see down here on Simply Wall Street, there is an individual called Arie Belldegrun who holds a 2.9% stake in Allogene Therapeutics. You can see, according to the Los Angeles Business Journal, that he has a net worth of 1.4 billion. And again, this has come from the pharmaceutical industry. And if you go to the management team section on Allogene's website, you can see right here Arie Belldegrun and David Chang as well. And David Chang, again, if you go back to Simply Wall Street, you can see right here that he has a 3.68% stake in Allogene Therapeutics as well. And right here on this article from Forbes, you can also see, after developing one of the first therapies to genetically engineer white blood cells to attack cancer, and then selling their company Kite Pharma to Gilead for 11.9 billion. What do Arie Belldegrun and David Chang do next? And so as you can see from this article, there's proven track record with these two individuals. You know, it's a testament to their experience within the field. They've done this before. They have the experience of working on building out pharmaceutical companies, on working on developing specific products or treatments as well, and then selling on their asset or their company in development onto a larger pharmaceutical company, in this case Gilead. And again, one of the things that I really like about Allogene Therapeutics is one of the other things that I look at when I'm kind of analysing a company is around inside ownership. You know, right here you can see that Pfizer also have a 10.5% stake in Allogene Therapeutics. You know, when I look at their pipeline, the major catalyst is the top treatment here, CD19, which you can see. But I expect that this will be in phase 3 in 2026. And so with that in mind, you know, it's one of them that I'm just going to keep tracking over the coming years, you know, coming months and coming years, looking at the stock price, looking at times of pessimism, if you like, or times perhaps if there is a dilution, there may be an opportunity to enter into this stock at a far more reasonable price at the moment, and maybe even a little bit closer along in the pipeline in the development of new treatments that in turn, you know, potential approval by the FDA, which then makes them a more established company that starts to get recognition within the industry, potentially by someone like Pfizer, who already have an active interest in the success of this company, to come in for a potential acquisition as well. CoCrystal Pharma is another stock on my watch list, mainly again because of major players involved. You know, Phillip Frost, again, well-known multi-billionaire who's got a proven track record in the pharmaceutical industry. You know, he's been here for decades and decades and decades. And you can see right here, Phillip Frost has a 13% stake in CoCrystal Pharmaceuticals. Fred Hassan, you know, another well-known insider, you know, he has business interests not just in CoCrystal Pharmaceuticals. You can see right here he has 10%, but he is highly regarded in the industry. You know, he has experience working with Schering-Plough, for example, and he also has a stake in Precigen, which you can see here that he bought 998,000 worth of stock at a price of $1.75 in August 2023. And so he has this track record. He has relationships, you know, at Precigen with Randall Kirk. Randall Kirk would have brought him in because he holds him in high esteem, much like Phillip Frost, another relationship with which Fred Hassan has, based around his reputation, his ability to deliver results, and his experience and expertise as well. Looking at their pipeline, you can see that a large majority, or if not all, of CoCrystal Pharmaceuticals treatments are focused around flu and viruses. And there are a number of catalysts with this stock, but these are more in and around the phase 2 area. You know, typically I'm looking at the transition from phase 2 to phase 3, that's where there are the biggest jumps. But that's not to say that there are opportunities in this stock coming up in 2025, in particular for influenza A, which you can see here, which is the very top treatment right here. And looking at the share price, you know, it's been trading at under $2 and all-time lows of 1.31. You know, like I said, you know, the involvement of Fred Hassan, who has this track record, he has a relationship with an interest at Precigen with Randall Kirk. He has this direct relationship, and he's kind of almost in partnership with Phillip Frost at the moment, you know, with their respective stakes in CoCrystal Pharmaceuticals. And should there be some problems, let's just say, some bad news, maybe a dilution. Again, I haven't looked into the financials too much of this company just yet. But those are kind of the times when I'm looking to make entries. Like I've said, at times of pessimism, when stocks are undervalued, but these are stocks that are held by experts, you know, leading world-renowned experts who have made a fortune over numerous decades within this industry. And plus on top of that, you know, the inside ownership with Pfizer as well is just that added bonus, if you like, where there's a level of pedigree with this company. Certainly I would say that a reasonable price would be in and around $1.5 to make an entry, or even under that. You know, the entries or the prices that I've paid for at Immunity Bio, which is another company that I absolutely love, was around 1.21 or 1.31, I can't quite remember. With PGEN, Precigen, it was 0.97. I made 2 entries, and I could be looking to make an entry in the second half of 2025 as they advance further along the pipeline, and should the price be right as well. And so these are just a number of pharma stocks on my watch list. I'll make another video very soon. It should follow this one. And I'll just break down some more of the stocks that I'm tracking at the moment. Like with this one, there will be ones that aren't necessarily at the right price, but they're really, really good companies like Curevac, you know, which again, I'm just keeping an eye on because there will be opportunities in the future with that, much the same as some of the stocks I've documented in this video. And then in the future videos as well, naturally, I will keep you updated because the stock market is always changing. There are new opportunities kind of all the time, or as soon as I find some, I will let you know on this channel as well. But look, thanks very much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.